Wikipedia, YouTube, occasionally shopping, I guess.
I mainly use it for work in university and also for ResNet and other reasons like that. But I also use it for YouTube mainly and downloading music and also watching movies online as well. So it's a variety of different things.
I'd probably say like maybe for music, like on YouTube and stuff, but then also I'd say Facebook is probably a really big one, just to stay in contact with friends and stuff.
Okay. Is it primarily to augment my research, to investigate various online communities that are online and existing online, and monitoring their social networking that they're doing and the documents that they're producing and mapping the practices that they do online? That's what I mainly use it for.
Okay.
Porn occasionally.
It can be useful for stuff like work, like group work, and getting in touch with other people in your course, or doing things for your society, because I run a society, so I've got to make sure that my exec know what they're doing and when events are happening and stuff like that, when trips are going on. But it's also kind of bad for me because I spend a lot of time on Facebook.
And stuff, like I think it's really useful to stay in contact with my family because I have a really big family and quite a few friends as well, so it's good to like keep.
Twitter is another situation entirely because, again, it simulates a public sphere in a way that I think is really dynamic and useful. A lot of people are in there dialoguing with each other in a real-time situation, and it's great for news because things really do burst first on Twitter before they hit any news sources, and you really can see an authentic kind of immediacy that exists on Twitter. So I find YouTube to be a pretty vibrant community, mainly because it is so much dependency upon creativity. So I'm really into participation and people making things, and so YouTube tends to be a place where a lot of those generative, creative actions are still valid and valuable.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. They should kind of claim property on it because in the end, like we are kind of like putting on like it is our own information. Yeah, we're using their website, and they do have like some say over what goes on there. But I think it's still my information at the end of the day. Like if I put photo on there, it's not their photo. Like it's mine, you know. So yeah.
Okay.
I do think there's issues.
And and so on.
I've never really thought of it that way. I've always thought, you know, I'm just going to put it online, only my friends can see it, plus there's loads of security stuff on Facebook anyway.
Well, I'm deeply suspicious of any corporate projects, frankly, and media corporations and their projects that they're doing to try to lure more information out of us that they can monetize and they can capitalize is particularly ominous. But I'm generally just a bit skeptical of capitalism entirely.
Especially when the people running the sites are less than trustworthy.
And privacy is just one of the things, or privacy is just one of the externalities that is just going to be kind of something that falls along in the wayside as these companies try to pursue more profit, just like the environment is falling apart as corporations try to pursue more profit, just like democracy is decaying, you know, in the wake of a corporatization of a so-called democratic society. So it's the pursuit of profit and capitalism that's really the problem. Privacy, the invasion of your privacy, is just one of the many negative externalities which is going to come with a capitalist society. And because we're dealing with information capitalism, and information is granular, and it can be aggregated easier because we're actually providing it for free online, or we're doing it without really knowing that we're doing it based on the cookies that are on our servers and browsers. It becomes a much more pernicious, you know, practice, right? So that's what I think about privacy. It's just one of the many problems of capitalism in the information age.
Okay. What social networking?
I have this fear that, well, not exactly a fear, it's more of a concern, but when I'm no longer here, and you know, that's the fact that people are still going to know what I was like on Facebook. They'll keep all my information on Facebook when I'm no longer around, and that's just something a bit weird. Not really an anxiety, but a bit, you know, strange, concerning in a way. So.
Okay. Super.
I've done a few videos just like for projects and stuff, but I mean photos, I put loads of photos on. I always have my camera with me like everywhere.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, yeah. 100 or so videos on YouTube, Twitter. I'm doing tweeting quite a bit. Yeah, so I like to contribute. I like to participate into the generation of a media ecology, into the generation of a public sphere. I think that's important to be not a spectator, but to be a participant, to not be a tourist or a stalker, but to be someone who contributes a voice, that leaves a mark, that I was here and I read your piece and I appreciate your piece. So just leaving comments, I think, is important. Liking something that's totally retarded. But I think leaving comments is important, you know, and I think you want to be a maker, right? You want to be a programmer, or you will be programmed, right? So we need to improve our.
A lot of my friends and people that I know send me links to various charities that are struggling or could do with some extra support. So I think that by me liking and then sharing that video with my online community, it promotes that charity or that trust or whatever the cause is further. I know it's only one like or one share, but I still think by me passing it on, someone else, maybe another 10 people will pass it on, and then another however many, and it's going to help quiet voices be heard.
Not really. I would say that I'm quite a passive user of the internet.
No, I've spent days where the internet has been, you know, out for whatever reason, and they've been boring and unpleasant. So yeah, I suppose I'm very used to it at this point. I suppose everyone is really. We live in a very kind of technological time. People can't really get by without the technology. You get a lot of people saying, you know, oh, we should go back to the time when people spoke face to face and all of that. And yeah, there's merit to that argument, but I mean, you know, we've come a long way with technology. It's all a big step forward.
No, I can't see my life without the internet now, not at all, because you do so many things on there that you take for granted.
No. I need Facebook. It is a necessary evil. I need it because of the band. I need it because of group work and rock sock. It just wouldn't work without it.
Yes, I can see my life without the internet. I'd love to live a life similar to that of while I was in Asia, of not relying on technology and just living in basic life, basic accommodation, not materialistic whatsoever, just enjoying life